Hugs up. Death Wish coffee. Good morning. Had a rough night last night. I got up to take care of business, and the tendonitis in my feet was back. And this time not in just one foot, but in both feet. And like if you've ever had the plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, it's like taking those steps. It's just like lightning bolts shooting up. It's so painful. I standing out there in the middle of the night, I had to drop down on my knees and crawl back to my tent, which begs the question, how the heck am I going to hike today? This happened to me last year on the CDT, and I kept hiking for a week after it started, and it kept getting worse. And it took me a week off trail before I could walk pain-free. So I'm not giving up, but I do think I need to get off trail and try and let these heal up so that I can hike. And I don't know, maybe it's all messed up. I just don't know. I'm not ready to give up yet. I just started. But it's like when I pulled in early yesterday, I was afraid it might be happening again. So my feet were not happy. And it was in the heel region on both feet. So 15 miles into Kearney, and I don't know if I can make it. I'm not bad enough to need to get a rescue. I can limp in. But it's going to be a challenge. I'm going to drink my coffee, get packed up. I'm put like 4 ibuprofen on board because that does help. To put them on board before I try and stand up. Then, I'm only miserable for a couple of minutes. It does kind of tend to ease out after I've been standing for a while, but those first few minutes are just torturous. Deep sigh. I mean, really, what else do you do? I can't change it. I just got to work with it. Roll with the punches. So, I'm gonna try. I'm using a little toddler's toothbrush because it's smaller and lighter weight, and I like to have a longer handle to have leverage to reach my back teeth. Works for me so far. No, I'm noticing a lot more silver in these braids than there was this time last year, which is okay with me. I would like all this brown to go away. I would like it to be all silver. But that's just me. Call me cuckoo. I wish I could get older and still have the resiliency of my younger body. It's just very frustrating to have, I guess, I'm thankful for I have what I have. And that's what I need to focus on. Being grateful for what I have. Because there are many people who don't have what I do. And yeah, I am grateful. I just wish my heels would not act up. I have so many things I want to do. So many places I want to see that require my body to be healthy and take me there. There. Ready to go. It's funny. So the long hair thing, had a bet with my boyfriend that I couldn't grow my hair down to my behind. He read some article in Scientific America that said that once it gets to a certain length, it just won't grow anymore. So I was trying to grow my hair down to my behind to prove him wrong. It's just a fun bet. But I have a little Shih Tzu at home, and he's not a good farm dog. I mean, he loves it there, but he gets mats every time he goes outside. So I have to lay him down and take the scissors and cut the mats out. Well, I was doing that without my hair up, and I whacked off several inches. So I had to give myself a trim. But I'm still on track to get my hair down to my behind. Fresh, clean, in Gingy Toe Socks. This is a luxury. I used to wear these socks in my actual size, and my toenails always poke through the toes. And then one day, purely by accident, I borrowed my boyfriend's size large socks, and my toes didn't poke through the holes anymore. So I've just started ordering size large socks, and the toes seem to be holding up much better. Here is camp number 4. Oh, God. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, man. I got to get off trail. Okay. Here is camp number 4. Stupid tendons. I mean, I love you, tendons, but why are you failing me now? I gotta get this thing packed up and try and limp out of here. I'm moving, but so slow. It's just painful. Every step is really painful. I hope it loosens up some, or it's going to take me 5 days to walk these 15 miles. Oh, golly. I swear, if I come across a road that looks like it's traveled, I'm going to try and hitch, because this is ridiculous. But it's beautiful this morning. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. It's saguaro cactus covering the hill, like wispy clouds up in the sky. Oh, and don't forget the power lines buzzing overhead. Oh my golly. This is the wildlife water catchment facility. There are huge tanks underneath this variegated roof-like structure, and there is a tub on the other side that you can collect water from. Cold, clear, beautiful, a few floaties. Back flush was a little green, but the water tastes great. Happy to have it. I'm sitting here at the water wildlife catchment, and I've filtered water. I drank a liter, and I've got 3 to carry, or 2 3/4 to carry. It's really good water. I'm having a hard time wanting to get up and walk because it's painful. It doesn't hurt at all when I'm off my feet. It's so weird. You know, I respect the SOS button on the InReach, and this isn't an emergency. This is just an annoyance. I do want to get off trail so I can get off of my feet, but I'm going to pack up and plod along. I sure hope there's a shortcut, or I may try and message some friends who are more familiar with the area when I get back down on trail. This was a little bit of a hoof off trail, but and see if they have any feedback about shortcuts to get out to a road so I can get to a town and get off my feet and try and heal this up. Wish me luck. Busy little ants. Ants are fascinating to watch. Feeling pretty discouraged that pain isn't easing up, And last year, at least, once I started hiking, it kind of eased up, so I was able to hike. I think I'm doing about half a mile an hour. And the pain is sharp. It feels almost like the tendon wants to snap. So, yeah, I don't really know what to do. I'm going to try and keep plugging along until I get to some kind of road, and then like put out some feelers about, can I shortcut out of here, because clearly I need to be off my feet. I'm so bummed. It's a beautiful day. Feel great other than my silly old feet. I'm sitting on a road that has tire tracks on it, but chances of there being traffic out here are pretty slim. I took a break and tried to get up and walk, and it just hurts so bad. So I sat back down and I sent a message to my friends who are in this location to see if they might be able to help me figure out how to get out of here. I really hate to push the SOS button when it's not an emergency, although it could become an emergency if I run out of water here. They find my skeleton leaning against an Arizona Trail signpost. Oh my gosh. I'm hanging out under the Tyvek. I think it's like 70 degrees, but in the direct sun, there's no shade here. It just feels so hot. I'll keep you posted. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm hiding under my Tyvek from the sun. I've spent the last couple of hours messaging my friends, trying to figure out if there's a way for me to get out of here. And then the inReach messages are just not accurate. They don't go through. Like, I just got 3 or 4 messages that were over an hour old, and they were quite urgently wanting me to respond, but I just got them. So, oops. It's very frustrating. So I might have to camp here. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I sent messages back, but who knows if they actually got them. Have 2 liters of water. I guess I could camp here. Maybe my foot will feel better in the morning, but good golly. 3 miles in 5 hours. It's cuckoo. I'll keep you posted. Have to admit, I'm feeling pretty discouraged right now. What if my body isn't going to allow me to continue to do this thing that sparks the fire in my soul? I mean, yeah, it's a first world problem to have for sure, but the thoughts are rambling around in my head. I think my friend Early Girl and Water Boy are trying to come rescue me from the trail. And then I'll take some time off, probably get some crutches, and hopefully heal up before, I decide what else is going to happen. I'm scheduled to be down here until the middle of May. Obviously, if my body doesn't cooperate, I can go home, but nobody wants to do that. I really don't want to go. I don't want to quit. I would like to be able to hike more than 3 miles in 5 hours. Oh my golly. Well, I will keep you posted. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I just know I'm feeling a little discouraged. That's all. I'm having a little snack here, and that's it. Apples and strawberries. It's just a mini little fruit bar, dried fruit. I picked these up at Costco, and they're pretty good. I really have grown to despise bars as a food source, and this works pretty good. There's only 60 calories, but it's really small, so I could eat 2. I just put up my tent on my hands and knees and on my behind, scooting around. Just can't stand up, can't walk. Waterboy is parked almost 4 miles away from here, and I don't think he got the part of the memo that said I can't walk. There's just no way, not right now. So looks like tomorrow I'm going to push the button, unless things miraculously cure themselves between now and tomorrow. I need a Jeep to come out here and get me. Golly, the predicaments I get myself into. I'm making some dinner. My friend Waterboy just showed up, and he's going to try and get his truck down here to where I'm at. And he gave me some water and some string cheese and some apples. So I'm making dinner because I'm really hungry. And if he says if he can't get me tonight, he'll get me tomorrow. So I'm thrilled. I'm a happy girl. So I've had the type of plantar fasciitis before, where it just feels like you got a pebble in your shoe, but it's annoying, but not excruciatingly painful. Last year on the CDT, whatever this is that I had, it's horrible. And like today, I was hoping that it would loosen up and I'd be able to hike like I could on the CDT, like it was excruciating in the morning or after a break, but then it would loosen up and I could actually hike. And when it took me 5 hours to hike 3 miles, something different going on. I don't know what it is. Feels like those tendons just want to snap. Well, I hope I get it ironed out here, because I love this life. It would break my heart in a million tiny pieces if I had to stop doing this. No lie. My knight in shining armor. Waterboy made it here. I'm in the car. I don't know how I made it into the car, but I'm in the car and we're headed off trail. My knight in shining armor.